North region or the East region? South region. South region. Oh, keep going. Yeah, man, keep going. Let's go. Let's run. Let's go. Yeah. I will force you. Let's go. Let's go. Take the shot from out there. Take the shot from out there. Lieutenant counterpart, the president at the headquarters of the Liberia National Police. That's good. We are currently coming to you live from the headquarters of the Liberia National Police, where the Sierra Leone counterpart and the Sierra Leone Police Service, headed by Assistant Inspector General of Police John Martin Selesi, to be discussing some bilateral issue between the two sister countries. And of course, they will be here for a couple of days. We are currently at the headquarters of the Liberia National Police. These are the Sierra Leone counterparts.
Excuse me?
Well, folks, keep watching. We are coming to you from the headquarters of the Liberia National Police, specifically in the conference room at the headquarters, when the Liberia National Police, under the able leadership of Colonel Gregory Coleman, will be hosting the Assistant Inspector General of Police from the Sierra Leone Police Service and his entourage here in Monrovia at the headquarters of the Liberia National Police. So keep tuned screen live from the headquarters of the Liberia National Police. So, folks, keep watching, and as we bring you live coverage from the headquarters of the Liberia National Police, where the Inspector General of Police, Honorable Gregory Coleman, will be hosting the Sierra Leone police hierarchies headed by Assistant Inspector General of Police John Martin Senesi and his entourage to discuss a bilateral issue confronting the so folks keep following, and we are about to start the opening ceremony of this important engagement. As you can see, the Sierra hierarchies are all here, paying a courtesy visit here at the headquarters of the Liberia National Police, and efforts between the two countries in the fight against cross-border crimes, transnational issues, and so forth. So we are here at the headquarters of the Liberia National Police. It's a very unique joint communicate on the thesis of the Inspector General of Police of the Republic of Liberia to Well, folks, keep watching. We are coming to you live from the headquarters of the Liberia National Police, where the Sierra Leone police counterpart paid a courtesy visit as a second phase of the bilateral talks between the two sister country law enforcement. It can be recalled when the Inspector General of Police, Gregory Coleman, paid a visit in Sierra Leone of Brazil. So, the discussions were held in Sierra Leone, and of course, looking at the coordination and cooperation between the two countries, they deemed it necessary to come to Liberia to continue the bilateral discussion aimed at fighting cross-border crimes. As you can see, Unit 102 is here. Of course, it will be a very, very unique and fascinating discussions intended to fight cross-border crime between the two countries. So keep watching. We are coming to you from the headquarters of the Liberia National Police. Today it's the first day of the bilateral talks between the two sisterly police services. So we'll be talking about a lot of issues. We'll be talking a lot of issues on cross-border crime prevention and intelligence sharing, joint training and capacity building programs, community policing best practices. These are key issues that will be discussed from today. It's a week-long program or discussion between the two sisterly countries, all intended to do cross-border crime preventions and intelligence sharing, joint training and capacity building programs between the two countries. So keep watching. It comes to you live from the headquarters of the Liberia National Police. We are coming to you from the conference room at the headquarters. So folks, keep watching. We are getting them gradually as we are screen live from the headquarters of the LMP. So the molecules are on their way. In the hall we have the Inspector General for Administration, Leone, and we have Honorable J. Nelson Freeman, 102 is your present. And then so keep watching, share the video, keep sharing, and of course we will be bringing you live information from the headquarters of the Liberia National Police. So this symposium is intended to discuss on issues. Well, folks, keep watching. keep sharing. I get it gradually. Like I said, we are coming to you live from the headquarters of the Liberia National Police, where the SLP, that is Sierra Leone Police, having a symposium here at the headquarters of the Liberia National Police as a courtesy discussion between the Liberia National Police and that of the Sierra Leone Police counterpart, all geared toward cross-border crime prevention and intelligence sharing, joint training and capacity building programs, community policing practices, cybercrime, human trafficking, and transnational organized crime. So these are cardinal discussions that will be held between the two sister countries. It can be recalled when the Inspector General of Police, Honorable Gregory Coleman, of recent paid a visit to Sierra Leone and they had a very lengthy discussion given towards the same issue. And to conclude on this issue, the Sierra Leone Police deemed it necessary to come to Liberia and share experiences and be able to achieve their goals and objectives. So folks, keep following. We are coming to you live from the headquarters of the Liberia National Police. This initiative is all geared towards information sharing, crime prevention, cyber crimes, transnational crimes prevention. You may be aware that cooperation, coordination in law enforcement is key because Sierra Leone and Liberia share a common border. Of course, if these understanding, the information sharing, the collaboration are adhered to, the issues of crimes will be minimized between the two countries. So today is day one, the opening sections today at the headquarters of the Liberia National Police. So folks keep following and keep sharing the live. And we are here at the headquarters of the Liberia National Police on Capitol Hill. As you can see, LMP is fully represented here. So we very soon we will be bringing you the opening sections of this important symposium here at the headquarters of the Liberia National Police. Keep watching, keep sharing, and it is important that you share this because one of the leadership of Honorable Gregory Coleman, these things are happening aimed at curbing crimes across both borders, that is Sierra Leone and the Liberian borders. Yesterday, we were at the entry points of the Liberian and Sierra Leone border where they were received by the hierarchies of the Liberia National Police, and today we are at the headquarters here to give you all that we can give. Keep sharing, keep watching, stay tuned, don't twist, and you will get the best out of what we are going through here at the headquarters of the Liberia National Police. The police is taking a professional and international level under the leadership of Honorable Gregory Coleman, and you can see the first of its kind to discuss issues of cross-border crime prevention matter. Out of police service leaving from another country to Liberia and Liberia leaving to go to Sierra Leone. That shows the coordination, the cooperation between the two sister countries in law enforcement. So keep watching, and we are still here at the headquarters of the Liberia National Police on Capitol Hill. Today is day one of the symposiums, and we will be bringing you live on the day-to-day activities of the Liberia National Police here at the headquarters. So folks, keep watching as the Sierra Leone counterparts and the Liberian National Police will be brainstorming, having a very, very important discussions on how to tackle cross-border crimes, organized crimes, and you just name it. So we are here to give you to bring you what is unfolding here at the headquarters of the LNP. Yeah. So keep watching, keep sharing, and it is important to hear, to see what is unfolding with your Liberia National Police under the leadership of Gregory Coleman. What the police intend to do and what they are heading for, the benefit for the two countries, the two sister countries, the citizens, travelers in the borders of the two countries. As you may be aware, that safety is everyone's business. So of course, Honorable Gregory Coleman deemed it necessary to collaborate and cooperate with the sister countries to make sure that the cross-border crimes are occurred. And of course, any good Inspector General Police, I think this is what he or she need to do. And Gregory Coleman being so far-sighted, making sure that crime prevention methods are put into place to get the two countries' law enforcement together to minimize the issues of transnational crime, organized crime, cyber crime, community policing best practices between the two countries. So forth. So we are staying here. Our own job is to bring you live all of the activities ongoing here at the headquarters of the Liberia National Police on Capitol Hill. Keep sharing our live and keep watching. And it is important to know as well what the police is doing, what the police is doing, both sides from Sierra Leone and Liberia. You will get to know that the two sister countries are cooperating, are collaborating in the fight against cross-border crime. And so keep watching. It is something that you need to hear, you need to see, and of course you have to be able to explain to somebody that the Inspector General Police is not sleeping. So folks, here after today the courtesy meeting with the Inspector General of Police with his counterparts. Today we have the first day one. We will be going through a very short program here where the Inspector General of Police will make remarks, and then followed by the head of delegation for the Sierra Leone Police will also make a remarks. And of course, we'll be bringing you live from the headquarters on the overview of the week strategic activities and confirmations of roles and technical team. all of these things will be done here today at the headquarters of the Liberia National Police. So keep watching, keep sharing our life as we bring you today's activities. Like I said, the agenda for today, we have protocol, we have remarks that will be done by the Inspector General Police or the Liberia National Police, and of course, the remarks will also be made by the Assistant Inspector General Police for the Sierra Leone Police Service. We do here. The Inspector General Police is Council Inspector General Police, Gregory Coleman, and we can see we are about to begin symposium. So keep watching, keep sharing it live as we come to you from the headquarters of the Liberia National Police.
The next time you come, ours is going to be better. Day by day, we're working on it. But I want to say welcome to me. Let me start our official. Good morning. This is a follow-up meeting following the visit of the Inspector General.
So we are about to begin the session.
Positive engagement with the Liberian Police Department. The protocols surrounding this meeting is please have the direct phones or put the direct phone on silent or mute the phone. If you need anything, just make the necessary eye contact, and the protocol officer will come to you and have you served. At this point, we take remarks from the Inspector General of Police. Good morning to all. I want to first and foremost welcome the representation of the Liberia Police to the headquarters of the Liberia National Police. And we're honored for the exchange of courtesy to be here today. It is our desire that this cooperation will yield its intended purposes. We are faced with an ongoing threat in the entire ECOWAS sub-region that has to do with the expansion beyond the military basic of terroristic activities. And as such, the level of threat that has been elevated to a point where no West African country is immune to any acts of terrorism at this point in time. So it is absolutely imperative that nations work together, they use resources together to be able to combat these transnational organized criminals who threaten the safety of our nation and the peace of our people. And I, we had some serious discussions around this, and why it's we discussed the need of both law enforcement bodies coming together as one unit to combat transnational organized crime. It is our hope that this will be extended to the entire Monrovia Union. Such invitations and documentations that we share further with Liberia and Guinea as well, so that we can bring four nations under one purpose, is to safeguard our borders. The borders are just lines that are there. Crime is not respected. It goes across without asking questions or without asking permission. And we've seen a lot of movement, within the subregion. We've seen the movement of narcotic substances across our borders. We've seen the escalation in this external banking sector, which leads to a lot of terrorist financing. So we're all coming together to be able to address these urgent needs to safeguard our both nations and work together as one unit. As part of our memorandum, we're hoping that we're going to get to a place where any AIG, any regional commander, any can pick up the phone and call directly to his counterpart here to be able to reduce some of the unnecessary bureaucratic arrangement that gives criminals leeway to be able to operate between our both nations, that we will be operating as one. We intend to start joint training exercises and joint operations along our border as soon as possible. The urgent return of visit by the AIGs from Sierra Leone is a clear indication that we do not intend to keep this as just a word from paper, but to bring it alive. So I just celebrate a man of his word. He told me that within a week after our return, there will be a high-level representation, and today we want to welcome the Assistant Inspector Generals of Police from Sierra Leone for a one-week official working visit to start to liaise with the counterpart. It is my hope that before we leave from here, we will have a working document that will speak to upcoming joint training and joint operations along our borders to start to enlighten the residents in that area and extend information exchange. On behalf of the Liberia National Police, I want to welcome you all. I ask that you extend our sincere courtesy and courtesy greetings to Agent Still, who warmly welcomed us when we went to Futa. It is our hope that you all feel at home. Like I said, when I got to Futa, I knew I was still at home. So I hope you all feel the same way here. And we are willing, ready, and prepared to make this work. When we met with President Bill, we expressed a desire of bringing the four countries together, which he endorsed immediately. When I came back and briefed President Walker as well, he endorsed it immediately. And the Minister of Foreign Affairs is now waiting for us to send us part the draft concept so that we can start to drive, that we can start to drive it immediately to bring this regional policing together under one umbrella to operate as one unit and fight transnational organization. Once again, thank you, welcome, and we look forward to fruitful working with you all. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Inspector General Coleman. I now give respond from the team leader, Mr. Gregory.
Our Nigeria, on behalf of your brother, the Inspector General of Sierra Leone Police, Mr. William, and the Executive Management Board, we are here this morning to comply with what you agreed on in Sierra Leone. We are so happy to be in Monrovia. I do believe that it was not a mistake for the visit you paid in Freetown. We are here to reaffirm our commitment for the joint border patrols. We affirm our commitment in terms of cross-border management. I believe, as it is written in Ecclesiastes 4, 9 to 12, it is good for two to work together. When the one is down, the other will be able to lift him up. Therefore, we see Liberia as Sierra Leone, simply because most of the ethnic groups from Sierra Leone, Liberia, they are the same. When you go back to history, you talk about the Mendes, you talk about the Vice, the Konos, these are all the same people. The Madingo, Gizis. So we believe we are at home. And if we are at home, that was what made me to say our Honorable Inspector General of Police. We are here as your humble servants to also learn so that we can replicate it in Sierra Leone. And we can share the little knowledge with our brothers and sisters, senior management of the Liberian National Police, so that we can combat cross-border crimes and we can able to pick the bad eggs within the two countries and beyond. Our desire and supplication for Liberia, Sierra Leone, Ivory Coast, for us to work as one so that we can chase the criminals within the sub-region. Therefore, I humbly bend down on my knee for our colleagues to partner together in experience sharing. I'm here with 4 senior colleagues. Of course, on my left, this is AIG Mr. Brahma Kane, who also has vast experience in policing, especially like we talk in terms of CDID, which is responsible to check and balance the conduct of police officers. Traffic management. I also have on my right AIG Mr. and Mustafa Kamara, seasoned police officer, somebody that have served within the ranks and file in terms of investigation, crime management, and also public order management. On my far right, we have with us Chief Superintendent of Police, Mr. Momo Kagusamba, Esquire. He is the Deputy Head of Operation Support Division, the arm wing of the Sierra Leone Police. We have slight difference. For us, in the Operation Support Division, there are 7 groups that consist of that particular unit. We talk of the Police Support Unit, we talk about the Mobile Armed Response Group, the Training Group, Static Group, we talk about Armed Intervention Group, and Close Protection Group. So it's deputizing in that particular formation. We are also here with the media too, who is a ASP Mohammed Sani, and 2 securities, 2 drivers. Thank you very much for your audience, and we are ready to share experience with each and every one. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Chief. Thank you so much. And, let me just give you an overview of what the team, along with the Sierra team, ended up working with during the course of the week. Working session 1. In working session 1, joint community interpretation.
Before you go any further, let's do an introduction of everyone around the table. We've already introduced their side, so it's really fair that everybody else on the other side of the table will be working with that is
So my name is Gregory Coleman. I'm very active officer.
My name is Nelson Freeman, as you can see from the he has skills. And I'm the Deputy Inspector General for Operations.
Thank you. My name is Frank. I'm the Deputy Inspector General of Crime Services. Process of criminal investigation, criminal intelligence, into national crime.
My name is Amadou Ibrahim Bilal, and I'm the Commissioner of Police for Administration.
Good morning. My name is Commissioner Prince Davis. I'm the Commissioner of Operations at Liberia National Police.
Morning, I'm Commissioner Johnny Boladin, Commissioner of Crime Services, Criminal Intelligence, Interpol for National Crime.
Good morning. I am John G. Kimo, Commissioner of Professional Staff.
Good morning.
Okay, so the professional standard division is similar to the general affairs. So, John, you just know who here
Chief Justice. Morning. My name is Chris Roberts. I'm the Formed Police Unit Commander.
Morning, I'm John Jerry Jones Senior, the Commissioner of Police for Administration.
Good morning. I am Assistant Commissioner of Police, Tamba Foko, and I'm the Chief of the Emergency Response Unit.
that form part of the armed component of the Liberia National Police.
Good morning, sirs. I'm Deputy Commissioner of Police, Philip Otis Johnson. I'm the head of the Monrovia region.
Good morning, sir. I'm Assistant Commissioner of Police, Sergeant 4. I'm the head of Liberia Police.
Good morning, sir. I'm Assistant Commissioner of Police, North Carolina. I'm the head of the police authority.
Good morning. I'm Cecilia Clark, Chief of Press and Public Affairs Division, Liberia National Police.
Thank you. Yeah, so in the course of the week, the Liberian team and the Sardina counterpart will working session. Working session number 1, we will look at the joint community implementation. Working session number 2, we will look at the Monrovia Union Community Committee. That is something that both countries are trying to work on to communicate that union. Working session number 2, we look at the drafting of the visit report and action metrics. We will also look at community policing engagement, alignment with major visit for diplomatic senators. So those are some of the things that the Liberian team and the Sierra Leone counterpart will be doing in the course of the visit. At this point, we take a closer remark from the Inspector General and will be followed by a group picture. After the group picture of engagement, we start with the units that we have any unit already formed already. Great. After the taking of the photos, the Deputy Inspector General will meet the team in the podcast studio, and we expect that the management team of the podcast studio will be able to brief our guests. We'll also visit the public safety section, and we'll also visit the community service section and other sections as we go along. So we take the first remark from the Inspector General.
Before we close, you have something like that.
Inspector General, we are here for a chance to.
So the 103, we are responsible for ground services, missions of the Liberia National Police, as well as Interpol affairs. Issue 103, the LMP.
We have to ease some of the pride, some of the people in the police. We need to go through, we got one person or a suspect, extra data and all that. That will be made direct this form of understanding from here. I mean, we have a direct communication with all of the senior officers here. We will work together. So with this, we are highly impressed that the team is here, that we can, coordinate our efforts to see how best to solve cross-border. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Any comment on your end?
Yes. It's a pleasure for us to do this. Initially, 2 weeks ago, the IGP and the team and the CW start from dialogue and some community. It's obvious for me to launch and fight some crime to the solid, especially the BSC, gaming and health. It is good. It's a very healthy meeting of the but what we really want to know has to do with challenges from our end, challenges from the Liberian end. And basically, the police is different in terms of operation, in terms of administration, and culture, for example. And we believe our coming to Monrovia is going to be another lesson we're going to learn. And we believe we cooperate and share best to adapt to whatever we're going to discuss.
Yes, good morning, Honorable Inspector General of Police. Good morning. deputies, and all senior officers in this hall. Well, I want to say that this is a unique opportunity for all of us to work on this, in the sense that whatever will come up with here will benefit all of us. And today, no country can fight a crime alone and succeed, because crimes cross borders. And this initiative, I think, will help us a lot to address issues relating to crimes across borders. And this is what I refer to as internationalization of terrorism, and this is something that can help us a lot. I, as the regional commander in the South, actually will benefit a lot from this initiative, because I cover as far as Liberian, and we have a series of borders, official and unofficial border crossing points. And if we decide to do it alone, we will not succeed. If you do it alone, you will not succeed. But if we come together, the likelihood of success will be very, very high. And I believe that during the deliberations, we identify those areas that are official border crossing points and those areas that are unofficial, and people use those crossing points to take drugs from anywhere across to another country. And I think that will help us a lot. And working together, as you have rightly said, is the only solution to address issues relating to cross-border crimes. It may not only be for drugs, it may also be for other issues. And as we are seeing now, a lot of terrorist activities are moving from the Sahel, they are moving from other countries, and they are coming towards West Africa. So we are not immune to that. The earlier we prepare to combat those crimes, or to prepare, it will help us a lot. So I think this is a very good initiative from Honorable Inspector General here, as well as Honorable Inspector General of Police in Britain, Australia, so to speak. So I want to say thanks to the two heads of institutions and all of us here, including our colleagues who are not here, are highly committed to ensuring that we work together to address issues relating to cross-border crimes. Thank you very much.
That being said, I would just like to re-echo the fact that there's strength in unity, and coming together is a vision of being proactive and getting prepared for what lies ahead. This is a step ahead of the criminal network that are seriously looking for a space that the West African coast to occupy. And in so doing, they're looking for the most vulnerable spaces that has got access to the coast. And I continue to say that the fact that we have a very long coastline, a lot of spaces that are porous borders, most of which are not properly manned, it creates some level of vulnerability and attraction for these criminals as well. As such, if we do not work together, the risk of the spillover risk factor will be elevated, and we put our neighbors at higher risk as well. So we're now coming together as one to bring these four nations together, Liberia, Sierra Leone, Guinea, and Cote d'Ivoire, to operate under one umbrella as one unit in combating transnational organized crime. What is even more appealing and more cooperative for us is the fact that just as we are in transition, about to launch our next strategic plan, Sierra Leone is also taking the step moving from force to service. And in so doing, we are now discussing at the level of the Inspector General's Council, how can we, these are two nations that have been through bloody civil conflict, how can we reimagine what peacekeeping looks like? How can we maintain and sustain the peace that we have enjoyed over the last few years and create a model that can be replicated in other places? As it stands today, peacekeeping intervention is reactionary. A conflict happens, the peacekeepers come in, they keep the peace, and life goes on. But we now have to reimagine and use our community policing philosophy as a means of preventive peacekeeping by engaging the community in ways that our intervention reduces any possible conflict, and it also addresses the issue of crime. We are at a place where we are held responsible for the effects of even things that are not police related. If you have a community where people have got challenges with livelihood issues and it results to crime, it results to conflict, who shows up? It's the police. It becomes a police problem, and they don't. When you're discussing it, you do not say what is the root cause. They only discuss the effect. So since we are the ones who are always responsible for all of these crises and conflict, it's now time that we reimagine our policing to be able to make it people-centered, to start to address some of these root causes of crime and triggers of conflict within our rural community. So as we come forward to launch our next 4-year strategic plan, because it should have been from 2025 to 2030, but the development of the plan has taken forever throughout this year. So it will be from 2026 to 2030. We will be addressing strictly source security issues, realigning our policing philosophy, moving from just community policing being a departmental thing to an overarching philosophy that is driven in our every intervention. And that is exactly what the Sierra counterparts are trying to achieve. So coming together to learn from each other, I think the timing is unique. And it is my hope that over the next 1 week, as we all work together, we will be able to understand how things are going and make the appropriate recommendations so as to make corrections on both sides. One of the things that I encourage you all to explore during these few days of the working session is the retirement package for officers who are served in Sierra Leone and what is laid out there. Because as you're aware, we are challenged when it comes to that, and we're still working on addressing it. So since we're looking at other nations, you have them right here too. I will ask that you look into it, see what they have, and as we incorporate our documents, that we can take some lessons learned from there. Another thing that you all should explore is the police council that is a governing body chaired by the vice president. As the president chairs the military in which our sister country, the vice president chairs the law enforcement body as well. So let's look into all of this and let's see what we can take from there to strengthen our structure and improve our cooperation and those. That being said, I want to say welcome and officially declare our joint working session week open, and it is my hope that we say everything in freedom is free. Monrovia will give you the key to Monrovia answer later.
That was the voice of the Inspector General Police, Honorable Gregory Coleman, officially open the section between the two sister countries. And of course, we are at the headquarters of the Liberia National Police. And from this end, we will be touring the headquarters of the LNP. So we are now going out for the group photos. Well, folks, keep watching. We're still here at the headquarters of the Liberia National Police. There are a lot of activities today that we will be streaming live from the headquarters. So right now, the guests and the hosts will be coming out from the conference room, and they will be touring the headquarters of the Liberia National Police. And of course, a lot of things will be happening here positively as the Inspector General of Police lead the delegation to the front of the headquarters of the Liberia National Police. Photo taking, and thereafter there will be touring the building to get access to division, sections, and departments at the headquarters of the Liberia National Police. And of course, keep watching, keep sharing. This is the headquarters of the LNP on Capitol Hill. So, keep following, keep sharing. We are still here. This is the front view of the headquarters of the Liberia National Police. It's photo taking. So of course, still here. Still here. The National Police.
Let me just fight it.
Okay, folks, sorry for the interruption. We are right in front of the headquarters of the Liberia National Police. There's a joint collaboration coming from the innovative, hard-working, astute Inspector General of Police, Honorable Gregory Coleman, that you see all of the hierarchies from the Liberia Police Service and that of the Liberia National Police posted here at the headquarters of the Liberia National Police on Capitol Hill. Today, day one of the symposium in an effort to discuss cross-border crimes, transnational crimes, and cyber crimes, as well as other crimes. Prevention method will be discussed. So, folks, we are now still here. We stay coming to you and stay sharing our life. Stay connected to our page as we bring you live screening from the headquarters of the Liberia National Police. So right now, here comes the Honorable Monrovia, the Deputy Inspector General of Police for Administration, and of course the ceremonial counterparts are going in to the building for more activities. Keep watching. This is what we call collaboration, coordination between the sister countries, and of course this is what any good Inspector General of Police, any good law enforcement can do to foster genuine crime prevention method, bringing two countries together to discuss crime prevention, cross-border crimes, and other things. So the LNP headquarters today is something that we will be bringing you every happening from the headquarters. So as you can see, the hard-working folks of the LNP in collaborations with their counterparts. So as you can see, everybody in a high spirit of receiving the counterpart. So as you can see, the hard-working officers from both countries are in high spirit to discuss cross-border crimes, community policing strategies, and this is why we are here to bring you every activities. Now they'll be touring the building. Here is the National Operations Center that we call NOC. These are equipments for the Liberian National Police, and they are touring the building to see here. This is where we call NOC, National Operations Center, and of course,
where's the technician?
This Deputy Inspector General Police, Honorable William K. Mulba, is Superintendent and his interaction.
Live incidents in the field. As you can see, these are the projectors. We have the cameras already. They are about to install it and get it fully functional for the public to represent the police as well.
And this camera will be installed at strategic areas around the city,
on the street, so that you can have real time
throughout all over Monrovia, Lesbian Corner, Airway Junction, to allow regular everywhere. So we see everybody.
In the future, we might extend it to the legal campus, but for now, this is going to be like a pilot. And this is the first time we're taking our communication to this level, actually. It's called the call center, the 911, that we have decks with a lot of guys sitting with many phones that you can take on emergency call, while at the same time you're monitoring, just in case there's a crime in a certain part of town, so that you can do it adequately.
So if you have a man in the street when something happens, let's say Douala, Douala, we should all across the bridge. The guy here will just control that guy in the street. There's no can you please intervene? So response time will be just 5-10 minutes and will improve efficiency. So this is what we intend to do, and it's 95% complete. You have all the equipment to be installed. You have to wait for the technician to come to that to install.
There's a question. Yes. My question is, this particular department, or this particular portfolio, is not going to go to the minor police, more than security department.
Usually, it's like, we tailor after the American style of the 911. So we use the 911 as our emergency line. So it's going to be for the police, but in the event of joint operations, when you are having maybe elections, when you are having some very big protests or stuff, then you have representation from all the main security actors and sub-institutions. Then it becomes but on a regular day-to-day business, it's actually
the National Joint Security Coordination Center. In that NGO, we have 6 police regions. So there are 6 decks in the control room, one representing a region. So 247 personnel are manning the regional desk. They are getting reports from the various regions, and at the same time, the CCTV cameras you have explained about. For us, we started it last year. For now, we have installed up to 45 countrywide in the major cities. And for the festive season, we decided to expand it also to the beach, because that area is very, very sensitive area. A lot of tourists have started coming to the country, and even some of our brothers from the diaspora, they are all brothers and sisters are also coming. So we decided to actually fortify the beach, Aberdeen, along the beach, with a lot of cameras, because the more you install CCTV camera, that can instill fears in the criminals to actually deviate from that particular area. And we also have another monitoring system for that particular beach, which is separate. But the major command center is at the police headquarters, just like what you are explaining.
So we have our command center. How do you want to show to the public that we're developing this for
and like that one, there the whole command of the police we sit in terms of major incidents in the country, where we are level 2 or level 3. You sit with your military counterparts, who is the ACDS operation in the ground. So we take command from the gold. The gold, they will be at the national security coordinator's office. Yes, that is the general police, the CDS, the national security coordinator, and the man in charge of intelligence. They will be there, whatever you gather, then you send it to the various regions, to the regional commanders. They assess the situation at the region, and at the same time, they report so that you can also advise them what to do. When they report to us, we send it up at the ONS, the National Situation Room. So they now will direct, AIG operation, ensure you give such directives to the particular regional commander so that the bronze commanders on the ground, they can take action. But when it exceeds to level 3, we hand over command structure to the military. That will be the time now. You will take the back, the military take the lead. The ACDS ops and plan will be the person communicating now to ONS and taking directives from ONS. When the directive comes, he will disseminate to the various battalion commanders, and you, the police, you disseminate it to the regional commanders for action. So by then, they will be leading on the operation. But after the normalcy have occurred, they hand over the command again to police to take primacy, because we own internal primacy of security, just like you do in Liberia.
Have you had a time where you had to turn what in recent years? Have they reached that level 3 that you had to turn what in recent years?
No, only last year. Last year. No, after the election, like after the coup attempt 2023. But after that again, we talk about some of the fugitives were alone. So we did surveillance on them. The Intel family was able to actually search. They got relevant sources about them where they were staying. So based on that, we decided to lift it to level 3 operation. So the situation room was activated. The IGP, CDS, National Security Coordinator, and the Director General CISA, they were there. They were watching the screen. Then they gave command to us at the NJOC. We also gave command now to the armed wing to team up together with the military. They went for action and they succeeded in the operation. 2 of the fugitives were killed. The operation was just less than 30 minutes. So it was a big success to the country. And remember, the coup took place 2023. on the 26th of November.
Counterparts
And 2024,
and the LNP,
they had wanted to
they are sharing few
the same
experiences
November 26th. So
in terms of
they ran out of law.
the
It reversed to them. They ran out of law.
calls and responding to emergency call and the equipment that LNP is about to install for better information sharing by the headquarters of the LNP. We have computers, we have cameras being mounted across Monrovia County, that of the police headquarters. And very, very soon we have the LNP moving to higher high, making sure that the issue of crimes prevention is the highest peak. So they are trying to do tete-a-tete discussion on the experiences between the,
for example,
police service.
Night patrols, we work with them, and specific other areas. Those are standing operations where we do not need to request the support of people. It is always there. The question I want to ask here is, you said we already have the center that you are using now in terms of coordination. So we have to look critically at the coordination between this center you are establishing and that center, how they can coordinate in terms of managing public order situations. And we also have to look at what we call area mapping. Area mapping will determine which area should be an area of concentration or focus in terms of policing. For example, in our own area, if you go to the incident command center, you have a map. A map indicates with pins, specific areas of focus, specific areas where crimes are persistently being committed. So that will also guide us as to what we can do in terms of concentration of our personnel. That is also good. And that area mapping will also help you as to, for example, if you have vehicles on night patrols or on patrols, if they are properly programmed with GPS system, they will tell you where the vehicle is, and somebody will be here or where whatever facility we have, and we communicate directly with that vehicle to say yes, an incident is taking place here. We have to go to that location, and you will be somewhere to monitor also the movement of the vehicles, either during the day or at night. So those are some of the things.
So you have few areas that you will visit. I think it's on from here.
So folks, we about to leave the National Operations Center, and we are moving to the podcast studio here at the LNP headquarters. They are touring the facility this year at the headquarters of the Liberia National Police. So keep watching, keep sharing as we
I was under instruction to return generic operational orders.
Live
So in that generic
from the headquarters of the Liberia National Police.
About what and what they are doing. So it was from that generic operational orders, then the military asked us to submit, and we sat together, myself and the ACDS officer, to come up with operational plan for the first 15 years. So we were able to grow this operational plan where the military are to support us, to give us our support. Because the more the merrier, you know. So for now, if you go to Victoria, you can see most of the areas in the city they are co-located with the police. You go to some of our police stations, they were tasked to provide one platoon at each of the divisional headquarters. The military till the end of the festive season before they stand down. And when they stand down, they will only lower the strength. Not all they will withdraw because their presence is also needed at some of the main checkpoints to help us with this, and we are
we still coming to you, and Keep watching. My battery went off.
That's why they keep on there. They use my phone.
You want me to